This is a detailed video regarding the Majja Dhatu. I have covered all the topics of the video in the single part itself. So let's get started. Starting with the Vyutpatti. In Vachaspatyam, we get the reference as Masaj ach tap asthi sare vrikshadihi sarangshe cha hema. Now it means that it is made of the ach dhatu, and the term asthi sare, it has, if we do the sandhi vichar, it means that asthi and sar, or the essence part, and vrikshadihi means, vriksha means tree, and sarangshe means the excellent part cha heva. Now what does this entire verse mean? It means that Majja is similar to the excellent part which is present inside the tree, or actually we can compare it like that, just like in the previous video we have studied in the, that is in the asti dhatu, like asti is compared to like that of the essence part of the tree, and similarly even in the asti also the sar part of the asti is known as the Majja dhatu. Next, coming into the Nirukti, in Shabda Kalpadru it is said that Majjati Asthishwati. What does this mean? It means that Majjati Asthishwati or Asthishwati, whatever unctuous material that is found inside the bone is called as Majja. Next, coming to the formation. Acharya Charak in Chikitsastan 15th chapter have said that Karoti tatra Saushiriam asthanam madhye samiranah medastani puryante sneho majja tatah smritah. Let's go into the sandhi vichhet of this. Firstly, the Saushiriam asthanam. The term Saushiria actually means to create pores, or which has pores or holes in it, and asthanam means the asti dhatu. Madhye samirana. Actually, the term samirana is a synonym of the vayu or the vat dosh. So the first line, that is the Karoti tatra Saushiriam asthanam madhye samiranah. It means that the Vayu Mahabhut or Samiran, here it is referred as Samiran, is creating small holes which is known as Saushiria asthanam in Asthi dhatu. Next, Medasasthani Puryante Sneho Majja Tatah Smritah. If we look closely into this, then there will be a sequence. What is the sequence? In the bone, we have just studied that the pores have been created by the Vayu Mahabhut. And so in these pores, it is first, remember, first it is filled by the Med Dhatu, that is the Medasasthani. That is, firstly, after creating the pore, it means that the Med Dhatu will occupy those empty spaces. Medasasthani Puryante, that means the Med Dhatu will be occupying that empty space. Then Sneho Majja Tatah Smritaha. And afterwards, this unctuous part or the snigdhamsa of the Med Dhatu is later termed or known as or forms the Majja Dhatu. In this way, the Majja Dhatu is formed. Next, coming to the quantity. Acharya Charak in Sharishthan have mentioned in 7th chapter, Eko Anjalihi Majjayaha. That is, Eko Anjali or one Anjali. It's very clear, one Anjali is the quantity of the Majja Dhatu. Next, coming to the location. In Asthanga Shangraha Sharishthan, we get the reference as Tadeva cha Shirasi Kapala Pratichannam Mastishkankyam Mastulagakhya cha Sthulastishu cha Majja. Now, this is actually a big verse. Let's break each of the words. Tadeva cha Shirasi Kapal. It means that Shirasi Kapal means inside the head. Pratichannam Mastishka Ankhya Mastulagakhya. This term or the term Mastulaga is very important because here actually Vagbhat is comparing the unctuous material which is present inside the skull is referred to as Mastulagakhya or the Majja Dhatu. That is why cha Sthula Astishu cha Majja. Again, it is Vagbhat has clearly mentioned that the unctuous material present inside the skull is Majja. See, this is one of the cases why we should not compare the Sapta Dhatus directly with the modern elements. Because in the first part itself, if we see, then we should have earlier compared it to that of the bone marrow. But however, in this verse, Vagbhat have mentioned that the unctuous material which is present inside the skull, and we all know that the modern science tells that inside the skull there is definitely the brain and the other nervous structures, and definitely there are sense organ, but none of them we do not get the reference of the bone marrow. But however, in Ayurveda it has been mentioned that the unctuous material is referred to as majja. That is why comparing bone marrow with majja directly is not relevant. We can think it to be a part of the bone marrow or the atomic structure. Again, Acharya Sushruta in Sharistan have mentioned or given his opinion as Mahatsu asthishu cha majja bhavanti sthula asthishu visheshena majja tva abhyantar ashrita. What does this mean? The Mahatsu means actually long bones cha majja bhavanti. It means that it is found in long bones. Now, this concept actually directly correlates with the concept that we study in the modern because they say that the bone marrow are present in the long bones, which have been mentioned by Acharya Sushruta as well. In the second line, it has been given that sthula asthishu visheshena majja tva abhyantara ashrita. Now, the term sthula asthishu, again, if we do the sandhi vichhed, we get as sthula nasti, means the sthula asti, or the sthula asti means the long bones or the larger bones. Visheshena majja means especially. This is very important because the term visheshan means especially, and this sthula astishu is specially housing the majja dhatu inside of it. That is why abhyantar ashrita, abhyantar means inside. That is why sthula astishu is especially housing the majja dhatu inside of it. Next, coming to the functions. Acharya Sushruta in Shutrasthan have mentioned that majja snehang balang shukra pushting puranam asthanam cha karoti. If we look into the words one by one, firstly, majja snehang, that is to provide unctuousness to the body or to the bone as well as the. Next, the bala, to provide strength to the body and to the bone. Shukra pushti, the golden rule for all the sapta dhatus, because all the dhatus we know that it always nourishes its subsequent dhatus, and the subsequent dhatu or the next dhatu for majja is the shukra dhatu. That is why it is named the shukra pushti. Puranam asthanam, it is very important because puranam means filling of the pores inside the asti dhatu. That is, it fills the pores of the asti dhatu. Cha karoti. These are the functions of the majja dhatu. Vagbhat have mentioned in Asthanga Hridaya Shutrasthan 11th chapter. Purane Srishta Karma Karmatsmita. Here Purane means to fill out the pores inside the asti dhatu. So this was already been mentioned by the Acharya Sushruta also, to fill the pores of the asti dhatu. Next, coming to the properties. Acharya Charak in Shutrasthan have mentioned majja visheshato asthana cha balakrita snehane hitaha. Now, what does this mean? Majja visheshato means specially. Asthana means asthi cha balakrita. That means to provide strength and to provide unctuousness, which is referred to as snehane. That is, the extreme unctuousness is the chief property of the majja dhatu and is also capable of offering strength to the body. Or in simple words, to provide strength and unctuousness is the main property of the majja dhatu. Next, coming to majja kshay. Acharya Vagbhat in Asthanga Hridaya Shutrasthan have mentioned asthanam majjani Saushiryam Brahmas Timira Darshanam. Now, what does this mean? Firstly, asthana means the asthi, Asthanam Majjani Saushirya means Saushirya. We have already mentioned earlier that Saushirya actually means to create pores or holes, and this means that whenever there is Majja Khaya, there will be pores in the holes. And if we try to correlate this with the modern, it can be correlated or thought like that of the osteoporosis condition. Next, Bhram means giddiness, and Timira Darshan, which is a very important term, means it can be compared like blurred vision or diminished vision. Timira Darshanam, here actually what happens, the Tama Guna actually goes up. And if we look into the Padartha Vigyan carefully, we know that the Tama actually means something which is dull, which is idle, which is black in color and such properties. So the darshan or the vision will be kind of that is the blurred vision or diminished or blackish vision. So these were the signs and symptoms of the Majjakshaya according to Vagbhat. Again, Acharya Charak in Shutrasthan have given his opinion as Shiryanta Eva cha asthini durbalani laghoni cha pratatang vatarogini kshine majjani dehinam. Again, firstly, Shiryante. The term Shiryante means thinness. Then Eva cha asthini. There will be a sandhi vichit cha asthini. Durvalani means there will be weakness. Laghoni means there will be lightness. Cha. Pratatang vatarogini. This is very important because this Vata Rogani means there will be all types of the Vata diseases or the diseases that are principally manifesting due to the disturbances or the abnormality in functions of the Vata dosh. Kshine means the emaciation or decreasing, and Majjani Dehinam. So these were the signs and symptoms of Acharya according to Acharya Charak. Next, according to Acharya Sushrut in Shutrasthan, he have said that Majjakshaya Alpa Shukrata Parva Bheda Asthini Toda Asthi Shunyata. Now, what does this mean? Firstly, if you look into the Sandhi, Majjakshaya, when there is Majjakshaya, there will be Alpa Shukrata, means there will be decreased Shukra Dhatu. Next, Parva Bhedo, that means there will be the Parva Bhedo Asthini Toda. Parva Bhedo means there will be pain in the joints. And Asthini Todang. Tod means pain, and the pain in where? There will be Asthini Todang. Pricking pain in the joints. Important. And Asthi Shunyata. Shunyata means emptiness, or there will be feeling of emptiness in the bones. Right? It will be bones actually, because it is Asthi Shunyata. And definitely it can be joints as well. So both the way it is correct. Coming to Majja Vriddhi. Acharya Sushrut in Shutrasthan have mentioned that in 15th chapter, Majja Sarvanga Netra Gauravang Cha. And however, in Vagbhat, Vagbhat have mentioned in his Ashtanga Hridaya Shutrasthan 11th chapter as Majja Netra Anga Gauravam Parvasu Sthula Mulani Kuryat Krichanya Arunashicha. Firstly, if we look into these, the first line of the Ashtanga Hridaya and that of the Sushrut, they are actually similar, because what they are mentioning is that Sarvang Anga Gauravam and Netra Gauravam. Sarvanga means there will be heaviness. Gauravam means heaviness. Hence, Sarvanga means all the parts of the body. Thus, there will be heaviness in all the parts of the body. And Netra means the eye, can be compared as the eye. So, there will be heaviness in the eyes as well. And the same thing have been mentioned by Vagbhat also. However, Vagbhat has given some additional information, that is the Parvasu Sthula Mulani Kuryat Krichanya Arunchi. If it is the Sandhi Vichit, it will be Kuryat Kricha Arunchi. It means that there will be Parvasu Sthula Mulani, means there will be the wounds on the sthul, that is the larger joints, and Kuryat Kircha. Kircha means something which is difficult to cure. Or we can say that there will be wounds on the larger joint which will be difficult to cure, and Arunshi. Also there will be redness as well. Next, actually I have by mistakenly forgotten to add the Majja Vahashutas in the beginning or in the middle. So I have added it up here. Acharya Charak in Viman Sthan 5th chapter have mentioned that Majja Vahanang Shodasa Asthini Moolang Sandhyascha. I repeat again. Majja Vahanang Shodasam Asthini Moolang Sandhyascha. It is very clearly mentioned that the mool of the Majjavaha Shrotas are Asthi, that is the bones, and Sandhi, that is the joints. The bones and the joints. These two are the mool of the Majjavaha Shrotas. Thus, we have completed the Majjavaha topic or the Majja Dhatu in detail, and every part of the topic as prescribed by the NCSM have been covered. So if you have any query regarding this video, or if you want other topics to be covered as well, or something, if any of the doubts aren't clear, then do mention in the comment. I'll try to create separate video regarding your opinions. So thank you.